Hey there, I'm Connor, I'm Off the Cuff, and today I am talking to you about Midnight Special. Midnight Special is the latest from writer-director Jeff Nichols. It stars Michael Shannon, Joel Edgerton, Kirsten Dunst, Sam Sheppard, some kid, and Kylo Ren himself, Adam Driver. And it's about this kid who everyone seems to be after. The government, this cult led by Sam Sheppard, weird religious cult, and this man, played by Michael Shannon, and his friend, played by Joel Edgerton, seemingly have kidnapped this child. And everyone wants him. He's a MacGuffin, and he has these weird powers. Does he? We don't know. So, what did I think of Midnight Special? This is my first Jeff Nichols film. I never saw Take Shelter. I never saw Mud. And I hear great things about that, and I heard great things about this movie, so I was like, oh man, I finally get to see something. I thought it was good. Not great. It was pretty good. I happened to see this movie with somebody who did not like it, thought it was actually pretty rough. And after talking with it, I really do see this, my brother's points. But I do like this movie. I think, first and foremost, this movie has one awesome soundtrack. Not soundtrack, musical score. It's just this little piano riff. That piano riff, though, is awesome. I want to just buy that little piano riff, and when I go cruising on like a road trip through the night, I have to play that because it's pretty awesome. I think Jeff Nichols' direction is very good here. He has a distinct feel and capture of what it's like to be on the road. I felt like I was watching something that was happening in the world I lived in. And it's not because it's low budget and it looks cheap. It doesn't look that way. It looks produced, but the way it captures lighting and the way it captures the road and in hotels. I've been in those, I've been on the road. I know what that's like, and this captures that feeling so well. It has a very strong sense of tone, and I really liked that. Michael Shannon is the main character here, main-ish. He's probably the one who we have, as the audience, sympathize with the most. We can gravitate towards his character probably more than any other. And he's great. Absolutely wonderful. If you only know Michael Shannon from his, Man of Steel, or, The Night Before, or other big movies he's been in, I'm trying to think of really any... 99 Homes, which was a smaller movie. This is a lot more subtle, and you really buy this man's passion. You really understand why this person is doing what he is doing. And I really gravitated toward it. It's a very human performance, and for a guy, you know what? Michael Shannon is a very versatile actor. He gets typecasted as the crazy person, like in Man of Steel. Ah! He just shouts a whole lot, and apparently he was in Boardwalk Empire as an enforcer, and he was very tough, and he got those bulging eyes. But he is a great actor, and I mean, even if you watch 99 Homes, he was great in that. I think he should have been nominated for Best Supporting Actor, honestly. But that's very, scenery chewing, giving big monologues, and he's awesome. But this one is very understated. Very good performance. We also have great actors like Joel Edgerton, Kirsten Dunst, and Adam Driver. But this is where I'm starting to get into my negatives. The character is lost in this movie. And just character in general. Kirsten Dunst, I guess she was in this movie. I mean, I saw her in the movie. I couldn't tell you a single line she had. I mean, I know she talked in the movie, but I can't remember anything about her specific character. Is she the mom of this child? Is she and Michael Shannon still, in a relationship together? Are they not? I don't know. And then we have a little revelation about Joel Edgerton's character, how he's a friend of... I'm not going to give a spoiler away what the revelation is, but it's clear from the beginning he and Michael Shannon are friends. But what's leading him to go along with Michael Shannon, I don't really know. We get half of an explanation, but we don't get a full explanation. Adam Driver, really good. But he feels like he was a last-minute addition to a final script of the draft, where, hey, we have the FBI in here, we have a lot of scenes with FBI agents, what if we just had one character to kind of give us the face of the FBI, and that's Adam Driver. He just kind of feels like that, and I don't feel like he has his own worldview, he doesn't have his own philosophy, it didn't feel a whole lot, it didn't feel very fleshed out. And this movie is really about people not knowing what's happening. And this movie isn't concerned with explaining what's happening. It's concerned about what it's like to be a person wrapped up in this kind of mystery. This mystery box, we're not sure what's happening. And it kind of captures the tone of the human in this fantastical scenario, this mystical scenario. But if that's the tone, like that's what they're going for, the characters I really need to latch onto, and as characters, they left me feeling a little hollow, especially by the end. And the big ending, while it looks great, and the filmmaking is very powerful, I'm feeling stuff, I don't feel like I'm entirely invested in what's happening with the characters. And I think that's ultimately just effective filmmaking. Great music, great visuals, they edit everything in a certain way that does evoke an emotional response. But I just didn't care if one thing would happen or the other thing, if that makes any sense without giving any spoilers away. This movie has a great first act, and as it keeps going along, I became less and less interested, but I will always maintain that this movie was excellently made, very well acted, and there is a car chase scene in this movie that is very, very exciting, and you feel a lot, and it is emotionally driven, and I wanted something to happen. And that ultimately happens at the end of Act 2, beginning of Act 3, so the whole third act wasn't as good as what had happened before. I'm going to give Midnight Special a 7 out of 10. It's good. It has some notable flaws, especially towards the end. I didn't really want to get into a whole lot of those because spoilers. Great performances, very well made. I feel like with a couple more rewrites, this movie would have been awesome. So, as it is, 7 out of 10. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, I'm Connor. See you later.